Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's Restaurant News Networking Group at 11 o'clock, August the 4th, 2023. I'm Howard Appel, the founder and publisher of today's Restaurant News, and I'll be your host. We're going to do our intros first today, and everybody seems to be on vacation this week, which is great. They're going to come back with great stories. So Helen and Rob, why don't you start us off? So I know you have to leave us.
Right. Okay. Hi. We're Helen and Robert Gottesman. Along with our son, Adir, we started Delicious Spoonfuls, which is a nonprofit focused on the employment of people with special needs, especially those with Down syndrome, autism, and mental illness. We are creating events to create the employment for people with special needs, including the training and the Serve Safe certification, of course, so that they can serve ice cream and be paid members of the employed world and get to pay taxes, which our newest employee is thrilled about. And with the help of someone like Randy Pompeitis, we are doing that. And also, I wanted to thank Gabby for her conversation, Terry Lena for her help, and Terry Ark for her help in getting everything going. And Jeff Krantz has been helpful. We've had great success dealing with so many people from this group. And anything else?
I want to just say things. We're about to form an alliance, very, very successful, with a well-known school in Boca Raton called the Boca Raton Achievement Center. And
we did an event there.
We did an event last week, and it was fantastic. And it's interesting because the place they're doing it in, they're closing out. They're going to be moving, but they're closing out the whole shopping center and what are they putting in there? Restaurants, like you wouldn't believe it, right off Spanish River, across from where the old Mon Ami restaurant was.
Near, just west of Federal.
Right. So it was really great. We loved the students. We had 10 students. We served ice cream too.
No, we taught them how to serve.
We taught them how to know, and
which was a challenge.
It was so exciting and so much fun. You had no idea. So I just wanted to let
you know. For people who are watching, Helen and Rob are not vendors. They are, call them restaurateurs, but they came to us at the very beginning when they had a thought. They didn't have any equipment. They had a thought about opening up this business, and they came to the group and they told everybody at the group what they were doing and what they did. And they are busy now. They're successful. And I know, as you mentioned, a lot of people in the group have helped you, and I'm really, really happy about that, and continued success.
Thank you, Howard. And this group has been fantastic, and you've had a golden heart, and that's what you said before, that it's all about helping each other, and that's what's beautiful about it.
And if anybody would like to join us out there as a restaurant owner, manager, or chef, if you have an issue that you want to ask or look for help with, please give us a call at 561-620-8888, or go to our website at trnusa.com, and also give us a look at our YouTube page, YouTube channel. It's Today's Restaurant, and you can subscribe, and we'll let you know when there's a new video. So, like I said, continue good luck, and we're all rooting for you.
Thank you.
Okay, Terry Lena.
Good morning, everyone. Terry Lena, Workwear Outfitters. We manufacture multiple lines of workwear. We're recently promoting our new culinary line, which has oil block and mimics technology in it. Happy to send a sample to anyone who would like to see it. My number is 720-244-4972. Again, Terry Lena, Workwear Outfitters.
Great, thank you. Gabby, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Gabby with Worksite PEO. We are a full service PEO. We we specialize in the restaurant and hospitality industry. We utilize the economies of scale to be able to offer smaller mid-sized companies the ability to offer them to their employees employee health benefits. We also do payroll taxes. We can do also tax credits as well to be able to get capital back into your company. We are basically a plug and play HR. You have the backing of experts behind you to advise you correctly. And so that way you can go back and focus on what you really got into business for, which is your baby, your business. Gabby with Works IP. Yeah.
And how can we reach you?
561-479-7474. That is my cell phone.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Bunn, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. My name is John Bunn. I'm with the BH Bunn Company. As you see behind me, we manufacture a mechanical machine that ties boxes, printed materials, clothing, everything you can think of. I was actually talking to a customer this morning that had a machine built in 1952, still running today. So when you buy a Bunn machine, you buy it for life. It's an amazing piece of equipment. Randy's been here. Several of the members from the group have seen the machines in the museum and history, and they're all just shocked to see the machine and how it operates. You can reach me at 1-800-222-BUNN, BUNN. Our website is buntyco.com. That stands for Bunn Tying Company. And my email is info@buntyco.com. That's BUNNTYCO.com. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you. And the aforementioned Randy.
Good morning, everybody. Randy Pumputis here with Heartland Payroll. Hey, Gabby, can you text me real quick? I lost your number. It's not in my phone, please. Would like to welcome Rob and Helen from Delicious Spoonfills as the newest part of the Heartland Payroll family. Thank you very much. Because of Gabby and this networking group, we'll be able to help their nonprofit with their employees. Looking forward to that. Again, Randy Pumputis. I'm with Heartland Payroll. We do everything from startups to acquisitions, multi-units, and we handle everything from hire to retire. So I can be reached at 585-622-2993. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Dave McAllister, good morning.
Good morning. Sorry about that. Dave McAllister with BSG. BSG is Biozone Scientific Group. We make devices that retrofit to restaurant customers' existing buildings. And the products that we sell clean, sanitize, and deodorize using UV light, creating ozone plasma that is a natural deodorizer. These products are inexpensive and they are labor savers. They reduce planned maintenance cycles for the customers for ice machines, HVAC, and in bathroom deodorizing systems. BSG's been around for 12 and a half years. We have customers in brand standards with major chains throughout the country. We have one major cruise line that uses us in 100% of all of their ships and the different brands of their ships. So our products work, and we have offices throughout the world and in many international airports throughout the world. So Dave McAllister, you can start with me. My number is 904-831-4945. You can also reach me at DMCALLISTER. That's D McAllister at bsg-uv.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think that's Kevin on the board. Is that right?
It is.
We don't see your pretty face.
I'm driving today, I hate to say.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Kevin Anderson from Strategic Supply Chain Partners. Apologize for not being on the video. En route just past Southern Boulevard on I-95. Strategic Supply Chain Partners is a full-service hospitality consulting company, and we specialize in renegotiating distribution agreements with the broadline distributors on behalf of our clients. We generally work with small and medium-sized restaurant groups and hotel groups throughout the country. Once we've established a new distribution agreement, we work on getting additional deviated pricing from manufacturers and rebates. We're currently saving our clients an average of 10.2% from what they're currently paying now to what the new pricing structure would be. We are 100% contingency, and we only share in the savings that we find on behalf of our customers. So there is no upfront cost or risk to anybody to take a look at us. You can reach me at 407-497-9495 or visit us on our website at www.ssc.partners.
Okay.
I was wondering where you guys were today. I didn't know that was you. You're going to be partnering up with strategic partners in the future. So I just wanted to say that.
Yep.
Great.
Thank you.
Just want to remind everybody that on the 18th, we're going to be having a joint meeting with the 9 o'clock group, and the time for that meeting will be at 10 a.m. So make a note of that. It's not your 11 o'clock start time. It's 10 o'clock. John Bunn made a comment that he working with a customer who's got a piece of his equipment from 1950 something, and I guess that would be classified as a piece of used equipment. The topic that I wanted to bring up today was, what are the advantages and disadvantages of buying used restaurant equipment? And Helen and Rob have just gone through this. They purchased some equipment for their business, but I want to just go over some of the advantages and disadvantages, then we can discuss it real quick. Some of the advantages of buying used equipment is obviously the cost savings. It's a lot cheaper in some respects to buy used equipment. Number two was, especially post-COVID, the supply chain for equipment coming in from overseas and parts coming in from overseas. New equipment wasn't readily available, but used equipment was readily available because a lot of restaurants closed up and because a lot of dealers had an inventory and they were selling it. Number three is that you can negotiate a price better than you can with new equipment. Then you have number four, what they call proven performance. They've got a 1950s machine that's a proven track record that machine works. And some of the disadvantages of used equipment is limited warranty. If you buy a piece of equipment that's used, you're obviously not getting a warranty, and that could my brain's not working today. That buying a piece of used equipment without a warranty can rack up some heavy repair bills down the road. Number two, potential wear and tear. Used equipment already has the wear and tear on it. You have to be careful. You have to look at it and see what shape the equipment is in. Number three, compatibility. Older models may not be compatible with today's technology. And number four, hidden problems. It's like buying a used car that might have been in a flood that you don't know about, that has a hidden problem, or a leaky valve somewhere that you don't see. So you have to be careful for that. They call this limited ability and selection. So let's say you wanted to buy a refrigerator of a certain model and certain size, and that's what your specs call for, and you try to fit that in, and you can't find that piece. So you have a limited availability and selection for that particular model. And of course, energy efficiency. Older equipment may not meet the standards of the new equipment that's coming out today. I always found that when I was a dealer in my former life, I always told people, if you want to buy a stainless steel work table or a shelf or something that doesn't have working parts, it's okay to buy used. But I always recommended against not buying a used ice machine or refrigeration. And that's proving to be true today as it was 20 years ago, because the industry has changed the gas, they've changed the compressors, they've changed a lot of things that could leave you out in the cold. So I open it up to the floor. If anybody wants to discuss it, it's fine. Anybody have any ideas?
I'll start.
Go.
Howard, I think that, Kevin here, I think that you're absolutely correct. You know, when you think about used equipment, there's a cost benefit versus new. Sometimes some of the older, to John's point, sometimes the older equipment was made in such a way that there's less tendency for it to break. Obviously, John's company produces product that lasts for decades, if, you know, for lifetimes today and also in the past, which is not very common in today's world with equipment. And so sometimes buying an older piece of equipment that's in fairly good shape has a lot less moving parts, there's a lot less electronics that can crap out. And so if you can find a nice piece of used equipment that may be a little older, you can avoid some of the pitfalls of some of the new equipment that's out there, and some of the technology that's being used isn't as reliable as just some of the nuts and bolts equipment that are out there. Refrigeration, I would agree. I would never recommend to any of our clients to buy used refrigeration if they can help it, because you immediately lose the warranty. And the warranties today for a refrigeration or a walk-in is usually a 2-year parts and 5-year compressor warranty. So you have at least that amount of time before you have to shell out any money for repairs. So that you kind of stay away from that, in my opinion. And you also, refrigeration is holding tens of thousands of dollars worth of product if it happens to go out.
Yeah, we lost you, Kevin. Yeah, a perfect example is what's going on in New York right now. They're trying to do away with gas ranges. So if you go out and buy a piece of used equipment that's gas and have it installed, you at some point are going to have to change it out for electric or however. So you got to be really careful in what you do look for in used equipment.
Another issue that's out there, Howard, is someone able to work on it. Not just parts of availability, but someone who has the knowledge of the older equipment. Unfortunately, with the way things have been since COVID, a lot of those people have retired.
Right.
And the younger groups weren't trained, they don't know. We're kind of blessed because I'm here and, you know, I know the equipment, it's the same, it's very, very like type of adjustments throughout the years. So, you know, it's a wonderful thing, and our customers know a lot of it, but they don't know all of it. The other issue is guarding. A lot of the older equipment, depending upon what it is, they don't meet the OSHA guidelines for guarding anymore. That presents an issue for the employees, for the ownership, because it's their responsibility to bring the products up to today's level of guarding. If they modify them, they're still liable. So there's a whole lot of things behind the scene on the used equipment. And then, is it up to par? Does it work? And how much does it cost to fix it? That's the other thing a lot of times people don't really look at.
Yeah.
I had a customer a couple of years ago. They sent us 2 machines to fix and didn't even look at them. The used dealer put them on a pallet. Frames were busted, separated, guards were all bent up, and it would cost them more to fix the machines than almost buying a brand new one.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that, you're 100% right. I mean, if you're budget conscious and you don't have a lot of funds or whatever it is, and you need to save money, you take a chance buying a used machine, ice cream cart or whatever it is, and then hopefully,
Or
it
any
doesn't need
type
that
of
many
equipment.
repairs. I mean, we were so tempted to get something used ourselves. We may even consider getting a used ice cream freezer, but at the same time, we got something new. We know it has a warranty on it. We know we can fix it, and so on and so forth. But I remember many years ago, we used to have somebody in our networking group. His name was Fred. Howard, you must have known him too. And he always used to turn around and say the old refrigerators are better than the new ones. And and I don't know why he
That
would
was
say
for
that.
home use.
Right, for your home use or whatever it is. Commercial, I don't know, but it's just, it's better new, unless you're budget conscious and you need to.
Well, but then the new has, technology loaded, where the old stuff has quality loaded. That's my opinion of it.
That's a good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at John's product. I mean, it last 100 years. What was that, 70 years? That's unheard of. In fact, there's a company in refrigeration. I think it was Charlton. They ran a contest when I was a dealer that they wanted to see the oldest refrigeration built by them that is still in operation. And they asked people to submit the serial numbers of the piece of equipment. And there was a whole big deal at the end of it. They awarded a prize and they took pictures and it went out to all the public and all that. That's what you should be doing, John. We can do
We've
that.
done that.
Oh, yeah?
We've done that. Recently, about 9 years ago, we had a customer call in and gave us serial number 1627, 1929, still running every day in production.
Yeah, but John, another thing is too, not just with the machines you have. My father was in the shoe business for God knows how many years. We had machines 60, 70 years old. They were still operating. We still had to get parts for them. I mean, the old Singer sewing machines, they still operate.
Yeah.
We still have parts for a lot of the old ones.
I don't know if Carpigiani's on the phone, but
I gotta
they
go,
have.
guys. Take
Not
care.
today.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you hear.
Hi, sorry I was late. Carpigiani's like that. I've got a couple of clients I have talked to for them, and they've had systems for over 20 some years. I don't know how old systems they have, but I've talked to a couple of clients. So it says a lot like about your equipment, John, and companies like Carpigiani and all that. The equipment lasts so long.
Yeah, they're known to be a quality line.
The great news is we can help you sell more and keep turning them over and refinancing them.
I'm surprised
Actually-
John is not here, and I spoke to somebody from Carpigiani Corporate also. I spoke to yesterday, who was going to be coming today. I'm hoping people are not having trouble getting on today.
Who was that at corporate? Because I'm doing quite a bit with them right now. Who was going to be on the call?
George,
Josanne?
no, Giovanni, not Giovanni. He's in the marketing department.
Oh, okay. I may not know him because we're just setting that up with them.
Howard,
Yes.
another thing, when somebody is looking at a used piece of equipment, it's always good to call the manufacturer and see if they'll still support it, if they'll help them before they buy it. That's one of the things that we stress to our customers, because they'll find them on eBay and all over the place. And we always say, get us a serial number and we'll tell you everything we can about it, who's owned it, how many times it's been transferred, because we try to track all that information. Most manufacturers do, a lot don't. So if they can, call the manufacturer, give them the serial numbers, and get as much information before they buy it.
Yeah.
I had a guy
And-
one time, bought a machine, sight unseen, and it was gutted, and nobody told him. He paid shipping all down. I said, well, bring it over. We'll take a look at it. And it wasn't worth his time to even fix it. And they bought a
Right.
new machine, but
Right.
they made that commitment and they wasted those efforts and dollars because they didn't do the research to find out. So I always encourage, research it, call, find out, and make sure there's somebody that can help them.
Good idea. We had a similar case where somebody bought a unit off of eBay and there was nothing inside. It was just the plastic shell, but it looked new, and it came in a box, just like it should have, but
Yep.
it was a scam.
And a lot of the dealers, you know, they turn it on, they see the motor work, or they step on a pedal and it doesn't lock up on them. And they go, oh, it's running, it's working, but they don't have any idea of its true inner working. And parts are broken and just goes through the motions, but nothing will work. I've seen that too.
I bought a TV like that in a box off a guy on a truck in Manhattan. And
Howard.
Was it
Huh?
Gucci?
Oh,
wait, listen to it. This is funny. It was a kid when cable was first starting to come out and TVs had to be fitted. You know, they had to build them to accept cable. So he had $200 in a box, an RCA TV. Took it home, hooked it up, worked fine. For 6 months, it worked fine. Then it died. So these were the days when you used to have TV repair shops. So I took the TV and I took it into the guy. He says to me, "Where'd you get this?" And he said it in a very authoritarian way. I thought, oh, I'm in trouble now. You know, I bought this thing off a truck. Who knows where it was from? He says, "Where'd you get this?" I told him. He says, "You know what you bought? You bought a TV that used to be in a motel. That was a used TV. These guys buy the TVs, they buy new faces from the factory, put new faces on, repack it in a box." Oh, the guy said to me, "Don't use the warranty." That was I should have known then. But imagine that. The same thing as buying a shell.
Mhm.
It's fun. Life experiences. Anybody else have any other comments on the?
I think too, just one other comment on that, from an equipment perspective. I know that in the ice business, the ice machine business, there's new regulations always coming out on the refrigerant, and that goes to the previous comment about, you know, will you find someone to service it, or can you even service it? So I think that's a caveat that you, for ice machines or any refrigeration,
Yeah.
AC, HVAC.
That's a tremendous point that any person looking to buy used equipment should consider before they buy it. Because like you said, you could buy a refrigerator and the refrigeration system could be useless.
Mhm.
Pamela, I know you got here late. You want to tell everybody who you are and how to reach you?
I'm Pamela Hewitt. I'm with Navitas Credit. We're $800 million direct lender working with businesses to help them finance equipment, software, IT, SBA through our bank. We're owned by United Community Bank. So we're a full service lender in the business community. I specialize specifically in vendor programs like Carpigiani, assisting their clients and financing their equipment. So, you know, you're talking about ice machines, et cetera. You know, we can go in and offer clients, you know, inexpensive, you know, monthly options to upgrade that type of equipment. If you need to reach me, my cell is 813-531-0654. And my email is phewitt, HEWETT @navitascredit.com.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you all
Thank you.
for coming today. And I guess I'm sorry you're not on vacation with the rest of the people.
Is that true? Is everybody on vacation? Because it seems like nobody's responding to me.
Yeah, it's this, as Gabby mentioned, the first 2 weeks in August, everybody goes on vacation, except
Darn
us.
it, I missed out. Yeah. I missed out. I should have taken it. Yeah.
Yeah, I missed the memo on that one.
Yeah, me
Well,
too.
I'm going on vacation at the end of August, so I'll be out the Friday before Labor Day and the Friday after.
I
Just
think
FYI.
we'll all be out the Friday before Labor Day. I think we probably won't have a meeting that day. But anyway, thank you all for coming. And again, if anybody wants to reach us, give us a call at 561-620-8888, or the website is trnusa.com. And we look forward to hearing from you. And again, thank you for coming and have a great weekend.